It's a Manju. Welcome back to Divergence SMP. As I fly by my base, I can see that there's still a lot of work to be done. I do want to make more islands next to this one, so there's a lot more work to do. But right now, I want to raid an ocean monument and make a drown farm. Oh yeah! You probably noticed. I'm flying. Yes. Yes, I have wings now. Since last time, I've been to the end, and I probably should, show a little bit of what happened there.
That doesn't count.
No more damaging players before we go in, silly.
Fish
The
slap.
dragon's
Don't
gonna
give my
damage
wife
us.
your
Oh,
meat.
hey, wait! Did everybody look at their bed and left click, or whatever you do on a computer?
9,
Open the
8,
end portal.
7, 3, 2,
All going
1.
to die.
Boom.
Who's going in first?
Alright, I've done my part. I'm leaving.
Oh, I guess I'm going in first. That's bumpy. Okay, well.
Are we safe?
We're in a box. And I hear the dragon. It sounds like it's coming from this direction. So,
Oh, cool.
yay, I got the first one.
The first death?
Yeah.
Man,
Already?
I've already upset the Enderman.
Yeah, I know.
Already dead.
Alright, I think
Yeah,
I'm
this
clear.
guy's still mad at me.
Okay.
Hi.
Why don't you
Well, I
sit
spent the
down?
entire dragon fight dodging Endermen and picking up gear from other people that have been killed by Endermen, and I did
Not the dragon
nothing
friend.
at all to take out the dragon.
Well, if
See
I
if I
had a
can
bottle.
pick up the
Where's
stuff.
my bow? I'm gonna
There's
shoot
stuff
you 'cause-
everywhere.
Oi!
Seriously?
Who did I just piss off?
Oh yeah, that's right. Ouch.
This is not going well.
What was that?
This is not going well at all.
Does anyone,
the Enderman.
does anyone need me to pick up stuff? Because there's a bunch of stuff
sword.
over here.
No, he's done.
Yeah, it's mine.
Hey!
Oh, the dragon's dead.
Oh yay! The dragon's gone. The dragon's
Basically,
gone.
there's
I got
nothing.
30.
Man, something killed me.
Wow. Once the dragon was defeated, I went straight to the end gateway and started dressing it up, making a nice platform so people can get up to it very easily. And before I'd finished, 4 people had already gone in ahead of me into the outer end islands through the gateway. There were many, many deaths due to Enderman, but I didn't die. I also didn't accomplish anything much. The others found elytra, and Silly found many elytra before I found anything.
Just the X.
6.
Found an entity.
6,
Doesn't look
then
like it on
0.
the ship though.
Oh,
So that'll be the
That's
one for the
fine.
shulker farm.
Yeah, silly, don't touch it. Just label it or something.
In front of me. I don't know what to say.
I'm so happy. Elytra. It's nice.
All right.
yeah,
we
let's
finish
read
the
this
whole
nonsense.
The floor.
Let's go out.
Go on, Amanju, you can do it.
While walking across the outer end islands for the first time when I don't have elytra, I do like to wear a carved pumpkin on my head. It obscures your view in first person mode, but not in third person. I take to following in other people's footsteps, hoping that I was going to catch up to somebody else that was already out there, but I never caught up to anybody. And of course, the enemy city I found had already been raided.
Ooh, I found a massive one.
Do we want to put a chest down? Sorry, CP.
M2. Both of you watch out.
He's still pissed at you. Oh no!
Did somebody bite the dust again?
Endermen are vicious.
Yeah.
As soon as I got there, I got attacked.
Isn't it always the way?
Yeah, I'm wearing the ugly pumpkin helmet.
I have no idea what was in your.
Ah,
Stop dying.
In
Oh,
your
I found
stuff.
there's the ship.
Found it, Amanju?
Clearly, the ship has
you're
been
looking for
raided.
the ship. Okay.
Yeah, but there's a really good chance I'm gonna die again.
Okay, I'm gonna try
With the
something
X
here.
kind of shit.
If this works, it'll be really funny.
Oh, fudge.
We'd all agreed ahead of time to leave the first end city alone, so although somebody did raid the ship, all the shulkers were still there. It was going to be the location where Married in Minecraft would build a shulker farm. I thought it'd be funny if I could dye the shulkers so that they were a different color. It's something that I heard you could do, but I never tried it before. I was able to make it work in creative mode, but in survival mode, apparently it does not work. Okay, that did work.
You
Dang.
died
Oh.
at it.
That's my first death.
Squeezing me. Where is he? Hang on. Oh.
My gosh.
Intrude. So
Ooh, a never-end ship.
it was this way.
Looks like Silly's getting everyone elytras.
Yay.
Yay, silly.
Everyone apart from Cat.
So that's
That's
good.
right.
I've got one.
Cat's already got one.
Oh, and guess what? What was near that end ship? Just another end ship, just right up the road.
Really? Wow, that's neat.
Oh my god. There's 3 of them.
One was directly under the boat.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
About to happen
Oh.
again.
Oh no!
Guys, I found another one.
Wow.
Well, once you got
How
wings, it's
many-
easy, right?
So, yeah, how many elytras do you have now? 5?
Including mine, yeah.
Wow.
I'm back at the stronghold. I'm leaving all the elytras I got in the big double chest at the front.
Well, I wandered around the end for what felt like at least an hour without finding anything until I finally doubled back to a gateway, headed back to the central island, back to the stronghold, and collected that elytra that Silly left behind.
There you go. Alright, you have a safe,
Two.
thing. Am I supposed to be making... Yeah.
I think the easiest thing for me to do is go back to the stronghold, pick up one of these spare elytras, and then explore. Okay. Here goes nothing.
You're going through a portal?
Nope, I'm gonna fly. Once I had elytra, I went back to exploring the end. But this time, I decided to fly from the central island to the outer islands in the exact opposite direction from where the gateway was, hoping to find new terrain where nobody had searched already. It still took me forever to find my first end city with a ship. But I eventually got there.
You got my food.
You do? I do. I have 23 beef. I only had about half of that before,
Sick.
so. I'm on negative 290 is my Z, and I am digging negative 57 towards.
Okay, yeah, okay. Thank you.
I'm going back.
Alright, well, I'm gonna dig this tunnel for you up to the...
The drop.
Well, I'm glad Silly found some end cities, because I'm not having much luck.
Alright, I'm gonna have to let that stick go.
I finally found a ship. Tell me no one's been here. No one's been here.
Yay!
Hey, a Spire armor trim too.
Right, dude.
Oh no!
Oh, it did it again. What the hell? We've been experiencing some killer bugs recently in the realm. One where you go through a nether portal and end up falling through the bottom of the portal into whatever's below. Another where you just take fall damage for no apparent reason and die when you're just standing there. And this one where Major Man tried to go through an end gateway and ended up, instead of going out to the outer end islands, getting teleported below the central island and falling into the void. that happened to him like 3 times in a row, to the point where he decided, well, probably just have to make a bridge to go out there. Because of that, I was really nervous about trying to use the end gateway to get home after I'd collected a couple of elytra. So I once again did the nail-biting, very, very scary act of flying back to the central island with nothing but void in every direction until the central island enters render distance. It's scary, but I felt like it was the safest thing to do.
Alright. Yeah. I'll probably go do some end busty stuff another day.
So a lot of progress has been made around here. In some ways, I feel like I'm a lot behind everybody else. Stuff that I was thinking of working on that other people have been like already taken care of. But a lot of farms that are going to require a trident killer. Well, you can't make trident killers without tridents. And this drowned farm I want to make will be able to produce a lot of tridents. I bought an Ocean Explorer map from the cartographer in my iron farm. I figure I can raid an ocean monument and then put the drowned farm right above the ocean monument. That'd be a good place for it. I got mining fatigue. That's a good sign that this place hasn't been raided yet. The way I like to raid an ocean monument is by using TNT to blow a hole in the roof right in the middle, take out the Elder Guardian at that location, then set up a conduit to give myself water breathing and night vision while I'm underwater, and I can take all the time I need to explore the rest of the ocean monument and find the other 2 Elder Guardians. Unfortunately, I forgot to bring a way to set off the TNT, so I had to get into my ender chest to find a redstone block. There we go. There's the Elder Guardian. I set the conduit down on top of a slime block because even with mine fatigue I can instantly break the slime block. A TNT block would work also, but I barely had the gunpowder I needed to make 1 TNT, let alone extra. I'm desperately short of gunpowder. Something I'm going to have to remedy soon, I think. There we go, I got the conduit to activate finally. I think I managed to get all the enchantments I wanted on my gear except Depth Strider. It makes traversal on this ocean monument a little more difficult. The normal guardians will not actually attack you if you get right up close to them. They'll try to swim away and get some distance between you and them. So you can block their line of sight to avoid their laser beam or just bum rush them. Now in Java Edition that's a little more difficult because of the different spawning mechanics. You're likely to find a lot more guardians inside the ocean monument than you do in Bedrock Edition. There's not a lot of regular guardians inside the ocean monument, and that makes things a bit easier for exploring the thing. 2 guardians down. just have to bide my time for a few minutes until the mining fatigue wears off, and then I can start really cutting through the monument. The conduit effect gives you not just water breathing and night vision when underwater, but also in Bedrock Edition gives you haste 2. It's only haste 1 in Java. With haste 2, and with no more mining fatigue, I can insta-mine all of the blocks in the monument. Now, the way ocean monuments generate, they sometimes have a hidden room with a lot of sponges in it, the hidden sponge room. But sometimes an ocean monument will generate with none, and sometimes with several. I once found an ocean monument that had 3 sponge rooms in it. This particular one, unfortunately, didn't have any sponge room. But I was still able to collect an awful lot of sea lanterns. I really like those as a light source. Now, to get to work on the drown farm, I'm going to pillar up with scaffolding as quickly as I can to get out of range of the Guardians, to get up 128 blocks above sea level to Y191, where I'll build the platform where I'm going to be AFK. I really like this drown farm. It's simple to make, it's extremely effective, but it is something that's Bedrock exclusive. You can't build a farm like this in Java Edition. In Java Edition, drown don't spawn above sea level in an ocean biome. So if you want to make a drown farm in Java Edition and you want to make it above sea level, it has to be in a river biome. In Bedrock Edition, last I knew there was a bug involving mob spawning in river biomes. I don't think anything will spawn. There are other reasons involving the drowned pathfinding that make it so this Bedrock Edition farm does not work in Java Edition. It requires a totally different design. And here's the Trent Killer that I'm going to have at the bottom of this farm. Yes, this drowned farm will have a Trent Killer too. Now, some people like to put impaling on their tridents that they use in a Trent Killer, and then have water that the mobs can be in so that it will take the impaling damage. I prefer not to do that. I'd rather let the fall damage do most of the work for the drop chute that the mobs will drop down, and then the trident doesn't need impaling. And that brings up an interesting parity difference between Java and Bedrock. Now, if you're talking Trident Killers, it's Bedrock Edition anyway. But in Java Edition, drowned are not affected by the impaling effect. It only affects mobs that are considered aquatic. And drowned are not considered aquatic in Java Edition, they're considered undead. So they're affected by smite and not impaling. But in Bedrock Edition, the impaling effect works on anything that's in water or in rain. I'm going to build up the drop chute 20 blocks from the base of the Trident Killer. So the base of the Trident Killer is at Y194. I'm making the chute go up to Y214. And then I put buttons at the top of the chute to keep water from flowing down it. Okay, so this next part isn't really that complicated, but I have to build the spawning platform with ice blocks. And because of that, I can't light up the platform as I go. The light would melt the ice. So it's best to start this part in a Minecraft morning and work as fast as you can to get the platform built. Once it's built up far enough, I can put a bed down on the platform to sleep through the night. But yeah, I don't want to be working on this platform at night when mobs will be spawning on one end of the platform and I'm working on the other end. The reason I have to use ice has to do with some of the Bedrock Edition spawning mechanics. When a mob spawns, it appears on the northwest corner of the block it spawns on. If there's a solid block blocking the north or west side of the block it's supposed to spawn on, the spawn attempt fails. Now this platform is going to be shaped like an inverted pyramid. And that means there's going to be a lot of spaces where there's blocks to the north and west of the block you're placing on. To make every possible location spawnable, I have to use a block that isn't going to prevent spawns if it's placed on the north or west side of the spawning block. That's why I use ice. I believe TNT blocks would also work, but there's several reasons why I really don't want to use TNT. Most importantly, I don't have any gunpowder. I can't make that much TNT. So I'm first going to make a staircase with 14 steps, so it goes out 14 blocks, and put the ice on that to create the inverted pyramid shape. On top of the outside edge, I put a row of glass blocks. This creates an outer wall, and inside of that outer wall, I put temporary dirt blocks. This is something that I can insta-mine with a shovel without breaking the ice underneath. Then on top of the dirt, I put more ice. This ice I will break to create water sources that will allow drown to spawn inside this platform, and also have water streams that push the drown right toward the center drop chute. Once I break all the temporary dirt blocks, the drown farm is now operational at night. During the day, I need to make it dark enough so it will still work, but I can't block the light with just solid blocks above the entire farm because drown don't actually spawn underground. Instead, I'm going to go up 9 blocks from the top of the outer wall, the spawning platform, and then make a carpet of leaf blocks covering the entire platform and going out 9 blocks on every side. This will make the light level low enough, even during the day, for drown to spawn, but it won't count as being underground, so they can still appear. I kind of guesstimated how much leaves I would need to do this, and it turned out that I didn't have enough. I had a shulker box full of leaf blocks, and it wasn't enough. I had to fly to the nearest forest I could find and just collect more leaves that were there, and they weren't the same type of leaves, so the color of the leaf block roof of this farm has a little mismatched coloring in it. No big deal. Alright, it's been about an hour, and let's see what I've got here. Yeah, we've got some tridents, a few fishing rods as well, and a few more things in the hopper. Yeah, this is really good. I got lots of tridents now. I like this farm. It's pretty simple to put together, and boy does it give good rates. There are links in the description below to the Divergence SMP Discord, as well as the other content creators on Divergence SMP. And if you want to see me making this farm and comparing it to a Java Edition farm, because you can't make this design in Java Edition, it won't work, check out this video here. And oh, I have plans for things I want to do with those tridents. Just wait and see what shenanigans I get up to next time on Amon Chooses Divergence SMP.